gates of hell burst open, and a colossal skeleton demon rises from the ground. Its body is engulfed in hellfire. With every step, it crushes everything into rubble. Demons pour into the world, seizing human bodies and unleashing a merciless massacre. The entire world is set ablaze, and everything we once knew comes to an end. Now, let's return to the very beginning of this catastrophe. At the beginning of the story, a man named Jack arrives in Bangkok with his Thai wife and daughter. Jack wants to spend quality time with his family, but since he's a sheriff, he keeps getting phone calls that interrupt him. His daughter is very mischievous. Just as Jack's attention drifts, she starts playing with a young monk. Jack doesn't know him, yet the monk calls Jack by his name and says, "You were born of death, born under the blood moon. You are the gatekeeper, and soon you will lose everything." Jack thinks it's all nonsense and ignores it. Then he takes his daughter to a US mall. Inside the mall, a man with Scarface shows up, carrying a rifle. When another man accidentally bumps into him, Scarface gives a faint chuckle and says, "Be happy." Then, without hesitation, he shoots him dead. After that, he riddles everyone's hearts with bullets, saying this is his way of making people happy. Gunfire erupts. People scramble to hide, but the moment he spots someone, he shoots them down. Jack tells his wife and daughter to run. His wife pleads, "We need you." But Jack replies, "The people need me more." He sends his wife and daughter back to the hotel and goes after Scarface himself. A Thai cop also goes in with him. Jack pulls out a pistol and points it at Scarface. But Scarface doesn't flinch. He starts raving like a madman, talking about hell and demons. Jack hesitates for a moment, and in that split second, Scarface fires, but Jack narrowly dodges the shot. At the same time, a woman nearby is busy typing on her phone. Jack yells at her to stop, but Scarface's bullet finds her too. Seizing the chance, Jack shoots Scarface, but as Scarface dies, he laughs and whispers, "Thank you, my ritual is finally complete." His body starts glowing red, and suddenly he explodes like a nuclear bomb. The blast rips through the entire mall, flames spreading everywhere. Jack's wife is running with their daughter when she realizes people have gone insane and are attacking each other. Somehow, the wife managed to get her daughter out of the mall, but outside, the chaos was even worse. Crowds of people were screaming like wild animals, attacking and killing each other. The mother and daughter rushed into a nearby convenience store and shut the door, but the door wouldn't close properly. The mother tried to make a phone call. Just then, a crazed man forced his way inside. The wife struck him down with a stick, then grabbed her daughter and ran again. After surviving countless dangers, they finally made it to the road, dodging between cars as they ran until they reached a hotel. In the corridor, another madman was slaughtering people. He lunged at Jack's wife, but she smashed a bottle over his head and killed him. At last, the two of them reached their room. The world outside was no longer theirs. The city burned beyond the windows. The wife comforted her daughter. "Just wait for Jack to come back. Everything will be okay." But would Jack really return? Jack had survived the explosion. When he opened his eyes, he was still in the mall, but now it was only him and a Thai police officer. The man with the knife scars was gone, and strangely, the bodies had vanished too. The stains on the floor looked ancient, as if they had been there for centuries. The Thai officer looked around and spotted a woman in white. He thought she must be scared, but it was him who should have been afraid. The woman slashed his throat in a single strike and killed him on the spot. Jack fired round after round at her, but she just wouldn't die. He ran and tried to hide, but the woman crawled up onto the roof. Jack took aim, but she leapt down on him from behind. She wasn't like a normal zombie. She was more like a highly intelligent one, powerful, insane, and cunning. Jack managed to outsmart her and tie her up, thinking it was finally over, but she came back again. Her body looked half human, half ghost. Just then, a strange door opened, and the woman walked inside. The blood-red door vanished. Outside, the parking lot was still there, but eerily deserted, covered in leaves, as if it belonged to another world. Suddenly, the ceiling split open and a skeletal monster emerged. Jack hid behind cars, but the monster kept chasing him. It had only one eye, yet it could find him no matter what. Jack ran into an alley. The monster reached in with its massive hand, but then a strange glitch occurred. At first, nothing broke. Then suddenly the walls began to shatter. Jack was trapped in the alley until someone pulled him inside. It was the same little monk from before. The monk said, "Don't be afraid. This house may look ordinary, but the skeleton demon can never enter here." He explained, "This isn't the real world. This is the space between heaven and hell. In Eastern faiths, it's called the middle realm, and in Western faiths, it's known as limbo. Only lost souls come here. Jack, you're here because you must pay for your karma." Jack didn't believe him. The monk said, "You are the gatekeeper. You're the one looking at Hell's Gate. When you killed that Scarface guy, you actually completed his blood ritual, and that opened the gates of hell. That's why he thanked you." Once the gates opened, demons broke into the human world. They possessed the weak and drained their souls. That's why half the people went insane. All of those souls are being drawn to one necromancer. Necromancer. Now that Necromancer is about to rise again, fully empowered. The truth is that Necromancer is actually the monk's real father, and he's the one behind the entire scheme. Long ago, he was a great monk, but out of greed, he stole secret scriptures. He couldn't understand the spells and ended up destroying himself instead. To survive, he tried to take over his own son's body, but his wife broke the spell midway, shattering both his body and his soul. Since then, he's been plotting his return. Jack still couldn't understand why. Out of the entire world, he alone was the gatekeeper. The answer came, because you were born under the blood moon at the very moment your mother died. The monk said, I can help you find your wife and daughter, but first you must close the gates of hell. Just then, they heard a scream. Jack ran and, with an iron pipe, struck 6 times, killing 5 small demons. The girl was saved, but she was the same girl who had been shot earlier while typing. Crying, the girl confessed that she had been talking to her boyfriend, but had betrayed him by getting involved with his own friend. Suddenly, the giant skeleton demon appeared, grabbed the girl, and devoured her. The monk explained, this monster only consumes wandering souls, which means that girl and everyone else here are all souls. Jack was shocked. Am I a soul too? The monk replied, yes, you died in that mall explosion. Every soul comes here because of its sins. The girl's sin was betrayal, and yours is neglecting your family. But those are only side missions. The real task is to close the gates of hell and stop the Necromancer. For that, Scarface must be found first. The young monk wanted to bring Jack back to reality. Nearby, there was a transport portal guarded by flying demons. The monk struck them down, then used his staff and chants to carve open a path, sending Jack back. But since Jack had no real body left, he had to enter the corpse of the Thai policeman. Jack arrived at a hotel, only to realize it was the very hotel where his wife and child were staying. His wife and daughter didn't recognize him because his body was now that of the Thai policeman. Meanwhile, Scarface also arrived at the hotel using Jack's original body. Both of them claimed, I am the real Jack. Confused, his wife accidentally shot Jack. Jack returned once again to the world of souls. Meanwhile, Scarface kidnapped the wife and daughter, and the real boss, the Necromancer, appeared. He wanted to open the gates of hell, and for that, he needed Jack's daughter's blood. At that moment, Jack returned in a new body. He fought the demons and Scarface. This time, his wife realized the truth and handed Jack a weapon at the right moment. Jack killed Scarface. Scarface fell into the world of souls, but there he collided with the skeleton demon. The skeleton demon tore through the ceiling and even tore off his head. Now the Necromancer was left alone, but he was confident that the young monk wouldn't kill him because of the monk's faith. He cannot commit murder. But Jack attacked stealthily and killed the Necromancer. Even as he died, the Necromancer arrogantly said, Jack, you won't have the courage to close the gates of hell, because to close them, you'll have to go inside yourself, that is, you'll have to commit suicide. Jack faced a dilemma. If he didn't go through the gate, he couldn't save his wife and daughter. If he went, he would never meet them again. After much thought, Jack chose sacrifice. He accepted being apart from his family to protect them. He explained to his wife and daughter, don't cry too much. I'm just going to another world. Someday, somehow, I'll find a way back. As Jack stepped into hell, the human world's gate closed behind him. But in the final scene, years later, a mysterious woman in black arrives at the same place and opens the gates of hell again. Who is this woman? Is she Jack's wife or daughter? Does she want to destroy the world, or has she come to find Jack? And with that, the story ends on a mysterious note.